make it out hunting this morning. I checked the forecast last night to find out sunrise and everything so I can get my alarm set and whatnot, and seeing that it was supposed to rain, since I was planning on taking my recurve, throwing these big nasty 150 grain stingers and feathers. Rain and feathers don't mix. They flatten out, and then you're essentially shooting bear shaft with broadheads, which isn't good. So, slept in. Lance is here.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
And we are going to be building him some arrows.
Yep.
What are you shooting here?
Element Tornadoes and a 250 spine. Sorry. Spine.
Element Tornadoes. And a 250. We've got a field point test kit. Ooh. Got a bow vise in my butthole. We've got, what does that go up to? 250 grain.
250 grain.
Field point test kit. So we're going to go through and we're going to start shooting through paper, see what the tears look like, get all that figured out, find a recipe for what he needs to be shooting, and go from there. I'm not going to bore you with sitting here watching us shoot, so we'll show you the results afterwards. The silver is really hard to see on there. This was our tear with 330 grains, 400 grains, 350 grains. That was 400 grains fleshed. Turned out pretty well, but whenever you're trying to figure out your recipes here, you want to go bear shaft. So what we came up with on that was 250 grains. It's still a little to the right, but 200 grains right here made a really nice bullet hole. So that's what we're going to end up with. We're going to run 100 grain brass inserts, and then he's going to have all sorts of options on 100 grain field points, since that's the most popular. That's going to be the easiest to find and probably really the cheapest option.
Yeah.
So
get to do the fun stuff now.
So they got these adjustable inserts. It's 100 grain, 125, and 150. So all we got to do is get rid of these back two portions, and then we've got 100 grain field points. So we're gonna go through and do that. Will those break off? We got to cut them off.
That I am not sure, honestly.
Well, we're gonna find that out, get those cleaned up, and start building. Okay, so now we've gone through and we've re-cleaned the inside of all the shafts. We have field points and the now 100 grain inserts. Now we're going to take and put an insert with field point in every shaft, dry, no glue. We're going to spin them until they spin true, and then we're going to mark them before we glue them in. This is called insert tuning.
Just a slight wobble in it.
That looks pretty good there.
Yep.
And the point of doing this is to make sure that the face of the insert is going to sit flat and flush as best as it can with the face of the shaft. So that way you're going to get better and truer arrow flight.
There's that one.
Okay, so went through, got all the inserts glued in. Now we are going to go through and prep shafts with acetone, and then we're going to wipe them down with acetone. And then go back over them with denatured alcohol, so that way we've got good clean shafts. There's not going to be any dust, any oils off of our hands and fingers. And we're doing a 4-fletch.
Yes, sir.
We're doing, what are these?
Flex Fletch Products SK2s.
Green and black. Or was it 2-inch?
Yes, sir. 2-inch. designed for fixed blade broadheads.
Thin blade, superior aerodynamics, 4.6 grains per. That's what we're working with. So we're going to get started fletching and we'll pick this back up. You guys want to know why prepping your shaft is important? All that came off with the acetone. And the reason we're going to go back over it with the denatured alcohol is sometimes the acetone will leave a little bit of a white residue. You'll get it on your fingers. You should really use gloves with this in a well-ventilated area, but I'm in a small room in a basement with no gloves. Oh well. And we are also going to take acetone and on a Q-tip and run it down the veins so that way the vein is clean before we stick them, because glue doesn't want to stick to this. That's just all dirt and dust and everything else. So prep your shaft. Alright, that's what we ended up with. 4 fletch, 2-inch SK2 by Flex
Fletch products.
Flex Fletch. That's kind of hard to say. What will those come out to? 524 overall weight at 18.3% FOC.
Yep. 100 grain inserts and run a 100 grain broadhead.
I think it's going to look pretty slick.
Yep. Old arrows are a Carbon Express Game Slayer. Went from a 350 spine to a 250. Had the 3-inch Silent Knights, which are also a Flex Fletch product. They had the aluminum inserts and 100 grain broadheads on those. They come out to, what I say they were, 434?
Yeah, I think so.
But, I mean, they killed a deer this year. One of them did. It's kind of broke, but yeah. Got my assortment of broadheads here.
It's the Elite Option 6.
Yep, Option 6. It's a little dirty.
Yeah. It's deer season.
Yep. Yep, clean it up here in the next few weeks and get ready for some target shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, because 3D season will start here March.
Yeah, well, it started at Buckstop already.
Yeah, some of the...
They got to shoot today, don't they?
Yeah.
I think they do. I think they've got a shoot that starts at 4 today. If I remember right.
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to the schedule.
Yep.
But anyway, we got some arrows built today, so...
Yes, sir. Appreciate your help. Yeah.
But now those, I like the way those arrows turned out. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they do. They look slick. They look real good. They're actually longer than what them arrows were by about 1.25 inches.
That's kind of weird.
That's alright. I don't mind. These are going to fly a heck of a lot better.
Yeah. I cut him off about a 1/2 inch in front of his riser, which is ideally where you want to be, especially since he plans on shooting fixed blades.
Yep.
It's,
Single bevel, probably.
I don't know. I mean, you like your fingers.
Yeah, I like my fingers. Cut them a few times.
Yeah.
Even these little cheap broadheads kind of do some damage if you aren't careful.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna get all this stuff set up, or cleaned up, rather. And we'll be back in a bit to close this stuff out.